Saturday evening. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Be there. There is no doubt where the best place in all of America to play football is. The eye of the tiger. Wearing the purple and gold of the Louisiana State University Tiger is a mark of pride and accomplishment. Earning a coveted varsity letter is a sign that you are an inseparable part of a great football tradition. Playing in the deafening roar of Death Valley is an experience you will remember for the rest of your life. Once you have the eye of the tiger, you can never forget it. What makes LSU stand above other schools and other football teams? It's the people. The fans in Tiger Town are the most devoted, most sincere, and most fervent fans in the world. LSU football is an extremely important part of their lives. Purple and gold are the most important colors in Louisiana, and the fans love nothing better than to express their appreciation of their hometown heroes in every aspect of their lives. In Tiger Town, there is only LSU. Beautiful homecoming parades, lavish tailgate parties, concerts, pageants, and other special events are just part of the fun surrounding Saturday evening gridiron battles. There is a sincere enthusiasm here because these people have been fans since the first time they could shout the words, "Go Tigers." The week's parties and excitement peak every Saturday when Tiger Stadium starts filling up 5 hours early for the night's game. When Death Valley is packed with 80,000 fans, that's when the fun really begins. LSU football is rich in tradition, and each season brings a new chapter in a history book that is full of great accomplishments. The players and fans have high expectations because their predecessors have accomplished so much. Since the first season in 1893, LSU has been at the forefront of college football greatness. A national championship, a Heisman Trophy winner, a National Player of the Year, 2 Walter Camp Memorial Trophy winners, and 3 National Coach of the Year awards are just part of the year's treasures. The Tigers are a fixture on national television and are in the top 10 in the nation in bowl appearances. Since the NCAA began keeping attendance records, Tiger Stadium has ranked in the top 10 every single year. Tiger football has always been explosive and innovative, and the future promises more of the same. New head coach Bill Arnsparger brings with him a storehouse of knowledge from coaching in the National Football League. Coach Arnsparger has a reputation of being one of the sport's most brilliant minds. He's been a force in the NFL as assistant head coach of the Miami Dolphins. The defenses he has put together have been awesome. From the no-name defense of the 70s to the killer bees of the 80s, Arnsparger defenses have consistently made their way to the Super Bowl. At LSU, it is certain Coach Arnsparger will build one of the toughest defenses in the country. Every coach knows the key to consistent winning is a solid defense, and the Tigers are looking to consistently knock off their opponents on their way to a Southeastern Conference championship. To prove your true value to the national pollsters at the end of the year, you've got to play and beat the best teams in the nation. Besides the tough SEC opponents like Alabama, Florida, Auburn, and Georgia, the Tigers face powerful teams such as Southern California, Florida State, Washington, and Notre Dame. Playing the best brings out the best in you. It's a challenge. But when you win, the victory becomes that much sweeter. But there is much more to living at LSU than popping pads and catching pigskins. The student athlete is just that, a student and an athlete. Challenging your intellect and imagination is as important as challenging your strength and speed. For head coach Bill Arnsparger, being at LSU is a chance to develop not only his players' football skills, but their minds.
Well, I sort of tell him the reason that I came here. I get that question a lot as to why I left the Dolphins to come back to college football and into college football, and basically the tradition and the enthusiasm that's here. I think I've had the opportunity to be on the other sideline at a couple of various occasions, and I was just very much impressed with the enthusiasm and the tradition here at LSU. And I feel like that the people that I came in contact with in pro football at Baltimore, at Miami, at the Giants, the LSU players all were basically good players. They were basically people that had degrees, and that's the thing that I also were very much interested in.
For Coach Arnsparger, athletics and academics are a perfect pair.
I think the two go hand in hand, working to be the best you can in the classroom and working to be the best you can in the football field. And I like to be personally responsible. My door is not only open, they have my telephone number. Their parents have my phone number. And I want to be available, I want to be visible, I want to be ready to help in any way that I can, and they know that, and they will continue to know it as I go through the year.
Although the university has expanded its enrollment to 30,000 and now offers degrees in 133 major fields, the personal touch has never changed.
All of the help that anyone could possibly need, it's there. I ran track for LSU for 2.5 years, and every time I needed help, regardless to what the subject was, it was there.
Attending a highly respected academic institution that puts great emphasis on the individual assures each student athlete that he will graduate with a degree which carries a lot of clout in the business world. The university has set up a solid support system for the players. Millions of dollars have been spent to build new facilities to make sure life is comfortable and distractions are few. No one can play with an empty stomach, and the culinary staff makes sure that your nutritional needs are met. The athlete's training table is a place to relax and enjoy a hearty home-cooked meal among friends. In the weight room, it's hard to believe you could want anything that's not already there. The Tigers use a sophisticated training program structured to each person's needs. A trained strength and conditioning coach supervises the entire process and makes sure that the Tigers are a lean and mean bunch.
Come on.
The intense determination of the weight room pays its dividends on the gridiron. Being strong and flexible greatly reduces the possibility of injury. Giving players a physical edge in competition is a necessity in the tough SEC. Perhaps the most important factor in making LSU the premier football team in the country is an intangible one. When you bring 80,000 screaming fans into Tiger Stadium and you put on your purple and gold uniform, magic happens. Perhaps it's the adrenaline. Perhaps it's the deafening roar of the crowd. Whatever it is an aura of invincibility about the Tigers when they play for their friends and family. Tiger Stadium, where LSU's winning percentage is close to 75%, may be Death Valley to many an opponent, but to the Tigers, it is heaven. From the first workout to the final play of the final game, the goal of the Tigers is to become number one.
We want to challenge for the Southeastern Conference Championship and the National Championship. That's what we're shooting for. We're going to shoot for the moon, and if we miss the moon, we're still going to be among the stars. But that's our objective, and we've started working for it from the first day that I had a meeting with the squad, and we're continuing to work for it in our off-season program, and when we put the pads on in spring practice and work right on through.
Coach Arnsparger's 34 years of coaching experience will be a valuable tool for LSU's future success. He has assembled an experienced staff that has coached both National College and Super Bowl championship teams.
Coach Bill Arnsparger brings a certain amount of maturity to our coaching staff. It also brings something that I think in today's age is unique. How many people are labeled as defensive geniuses today? Coach Arnsparger has been labeled a defensive genius in a time frame in which football, the rules of football, are all slanted towards the offense. He also brings with us a saying that I think is unique in football also. When asked, what kind of offenses will you run, Coach Bill, he simply replies, the ones that I couldn't stop. And I think that speaks very highly for the man on both sides of the ball.
With all the elements in place, facilities, crowd support, and coaching leadership, LSU football becomes a unique opportunity where players can really enjoy playing major college ball. Just watching a Tiger Stadium crowd during the course of a game, you can see that the fans take their fun very seriously.
The spirit here is just so different from anywhere else, any other college football game I've ever been to. All the fans are behind the football team 100%, and then we get upset when they don't do real well, but they do good most of the time, and everybody just loves them all.
I get a real high off of it. I think it's great. Like they say, there's really nothing like playing in Tiger Stadium over there on Saturday night. They really get behind you, and it seems like they just give you a good adrenaline flow, and you get pumped up over it.
Last season's encounter with nationally ranked Washington promised to be a crowd-pleasing battle. The Tigers wanted nothing better than to show a national audience that they could handle the best the Pac-10 Conference could throw at them. The offense set the pace on the first possession when Dalton Hilliard scooted around the right side for the score. The defense relentlessly hounded the Huskies and forced them into some unsuccessful improvisation. Junior Jeffrey Dale nabbed an errant pass, and Juan Betanzos split the uprights to give the purple and gold a quick 10-0 lead. When Washington popped the ball in the end zone, it was time for the Tigers to rise to the occasion and give the West Coast rivals a taste of Death Valley football. 6 times the prowling Tigers caught their opponents behind the line of scrimmage. Ricky Chapman led the surge with 10 tackles, while his buddies caused crowd-pleasing mayhem. Sophomore quarterback Jeff Wickersham put on a dazzling display that night. After taking the ball in himself from the 1, Jeff aired out the ball on the clear Tiger Stadium night. Number 41, Eric Martin, was the favorite target as he grabbed 7 passes for 137 yards. The offensive machine was unstoppable as Wickersham completed 27 of 41 passes. Herman Fontenot made a spectacular catch on a tipped pass. That set up a 6-point Wickersham to Martin connection. Wickersham would score 3 times himself that night in the extremely satisfying 40-14 triumph. After the game, Washington coach Don James told the press, "We got out-hit, out-competed, and outplayed." The nation had seen that the Tigers had an awesome, balanced attack, which deserved plenty of respect. Being in the national media spotlight is nothing new at Baton Rouge. In fact, LSU has been a pioneer in the cable television market. The All-LSU Sports Channel shows 108 athletic events, including, of course, every football game. LSU is a place where individuals can shine. Over the years, the Tigers have garnered a huge stock of football honors. Nearly 100 players have made first-team All-SEC, and over 100 have played in the pros. In fact, 3 players are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame: Steve Van Buren, Y.A. Tittle, and Jimmy Taylor. If you're looking for a place where you can get attention, LSU is the place.
I think LSU is one of the best schools in the South to play for, to get recognized, to play a pro ball. You know, pros are in here every day. And, you know, I think we just had that great tradition. And I think that, you know, at this time, last couple of years, we've got the best people in the state to come here to play, and just outstanding athletes. And I think where you got outstanding athletes, I think that pros come there to seek players.
Getting the best athletes to come to LSU ensures that year after year, the Tigers will be contending for a national championship. This year's athletes are no exception. The Dalton James gang, that is Dalton Hilliard and Gary James, are the best 1-2 running tandem in college football. Last year, Gary James caught 29 passes, rushed for 500 yards, and returned kickoffs for another 200. After breaking the NCAA freshman scoring record with 16 touchdowns, Dalton Hilliard had a great sophomore season last year. He gained nearly 800 yards on the ground and caught 31 passes. He was the mainstay of a tough Tiger attack. and a favorite of Tiger fans, who saluted his fearless running style. One of the brightest lights in the Tigers' galaxy of stars is quarterback Jeff Wickersham, a surefire future All-American and probable Heisman Trophy candidate. Jeff has already made a strong impact in just 2 years. Last season, he scored 7 touchdowns himself, threw for 7 more, and completed more passes for more yards than anyone in LSU history. His 193 completions in 337 attempts for over 2,500 yards put him at the top of the NCAA statistics. His favorite target was fleet-footed Eric Martin, a first-team All-Southeastern Conference and All-American selection. To put it simply, Eric is the best receiver to ever wear the purple and gold. In only his junior season, he surpassed all of his predecessors with 105 career receptions. Last year, he easily broke the 1,000-yard barrier. He had 5 games over 100 yards and a record-setting 209-yard performance against Alabama. For the blue-chip athletes who play in Death Valley, LSU is a home away from home.
I'd say this is a lot different from any of the other campuses I'd visited, and I really enjoy myself here. I feel really at home, and it's like, I guess, a down-home type atmosphere where you get to know a lot of people, and you know, there's so many different type of people that go here. You really get to meet a different variety.
It would have to be the atmosphere and the people behind their program 100%, making sure you're out to reach all your goals you set.
LSU offers a unique opportunity to young men and young ladies to come and be a part of a community. LSU is not just a higher education facility, it is a community. It's one big family. We enjoy ourselves here, and we do feature winning. Winning in all sports and winning in the classroom, a combination which really offers something to each and every one of you who might be thinking about coming to LSU.
The Tigers of Louisiana State University are poised for a glorious future filled with success and victory. For in Death Valley, the Tiger lives.